So before you say anything, yes, I know this is an extremely long video, but like it's the trial, and I was gonna speed up some of the battles, but I was like, no, I don't want to speed up any of the battles because it's the trial. They're all trial battles, so you know I want you to experience this in the same time that I experienced it. So yeah, this is Pokemon Sun video number 26. I have to apologize about my last video. I just got really distracted looking up Alolan, Golem, and Graveler and didn't even realize the video had ended and just still talk and rambling about them. But yeah, that's not gonna happen in this video. But anyway, yeah, I didn't even realize there was an Alolan Geodude. Like, it starts with Geodude. Alolan Geodude, who's like rock/electric, and here I am just again talking about the Alolan Geodude. Yeah, rock/electric. Isn't that crazy? That's kind of cool, actually. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, he'll actually be like hella weak to ground, won't he? Cause being a rock and electric type, yeah, he'll be really weak to ground type Pokemon. But yeah, I'm thinking I want to get a fighting type at least. I feel like a fighting type would be good to have. Anyway, you saw that right there, trial start, and she gave us this list of stuff we're supposed to find. We're supposed to find a tiny mushroom, a revival herb, and something else. So we want the tiny mushroom, which you put in the forage bag, and the big mushroom attacks. Oh, a Mago Berry. A Mago Berry was one of them. So a tiny mushroom, a Mago Berry, a revival herb, and something else. I don't know. Anyway. The quote-unquote big mushroom attacked, and it was a Parasect. So, we'll go ahead and battle this thing. Can't catch any Pokemon while the trial is going on, so we're just gonna have to battle it. Boom, shakalaka. That's really freaking effective, because Parasect is a grass and bug type, which are both weak to fire, so that does 4 times the damage. So that's literally like 400 damage right there. Alright, so 1 down, 4 to go. Let's see, he smells something, or can sense something. I'm gonna use Repel just so that we don't get jumped while we're searching. I guess I can't go through there. Oh, what is it? What is it? An X special attack. Okay. That's not what we're looking for, but I'll take it. Ooh, we got dive bombed by something, and of course it's a Fomantis. How do we get dive bombed by something like this? Aren't you supposed to get dive bombed by something that flies? I don't know. But anyway, this is a Fomantis, level 23, grass type. Geico should be able to take this thing out with 1 Inferno Overdrive. Geico is kind of quick. He's quicker than a lot of the Pokemon that I battle. So he's got that going for him. Honestly, I'm not too impressed with him so far. I know he's at a lower level than the rest of the team, but I feel like he should still be doing better than he is. I mean, he does great against the grass types, which is always nice. But otherwise, Geico's just kind of meh so far for me. Hopefully, it'll become better once it evolves into Salazzle, which, now that it's grown to level 23, he's just 10 levels away from, or she is just 10 levels away from evolving into a Salazzle. So, hopefully, once that happens, he'll get a little bit stronger. Alright, so we found the Mago Berry, so now all that is left is the Revival Herb and whatever the 4th thing is that we're supposed to find. I can't remember what it is. All right, so we'll leave this little section here, and we'll go over here. Oh, what? 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 He senses something. Is it right here? X defense. Okay. Again, not what we're looking for, but I'll take it. I will take it nonetheless, and probably sell it later because I don't use those X items. Revival herbs are shorter than nearby grasses, and they revive whoever eats them, so they are great to add to any dish. Even though Pokemon don't like revival herbs. A heal powder? I don't think Pokemon like heal powder either. Yes. Especially with me going through this grass here. So here is some short grass, yes. And it's a revival herb. Alright. And a Pokemon leapt out of the grass. Is it another full mantis? Probably so. Yeah, full mantis. We'll just keep using that Inferno Overdrive. I mean, that might be a little overkill, but I'm not sure if Ember will really be able to take out these Pokemon in one hit. And I want them taken out in one hit, even though, well, especially a Grass type. A Grass type move probably wouldn't do much at all to Salandit because he's a Fire and Poison type, two types that are resistant to Grass, but and also two types that are weak to ground. But yeah. Anyway, you know, not going to take any chances. We'll just go with that Inferno Overdrive. So we found the Revival Herb, which is great because the three that I actually remember were the first three we found. So now I don't even remember what the next one is we're supposed to look for. But I'm sure I'll know it when I see it. Ooh, we went into this little enclave here and we found TM86 Grass Knot. That is a Grass type move that does more damage the heavier a Pokemon is. So depending on how much a Pokemon weighs, the more damage it'll do. So if you, for instance, attack like a Ghastly with it, it won't do much. Not just because it's, you know, also poison type and resistant to grass, but because it weighs like less than a pound. But if you use it on, say, Golem, or yeah, Golem, yeah, it'll do a lot of damage to a Golem. Remember when Ash's Charizard tried to do the seismic toss on Gary's Golem? I think it was Gary's. Was it Gary's Golem, or was it? It was someone's Golem. Ash's Charizard tried to do a seismic toss on, and he couldn't pick it up. So anyway, I thought I'd try to find another revival herb, but instead just this thing popped out again. But you know what? As long as they keep popping out, I am going to keep Inferno overdriving and yeah, trying to take them out with one move. And plus, the graphic just looks cool. I don't know, I mean the graphic looks cool, but now that I've been using it for a little bit, I don't know, maybe it's getting old. Bouncy grew to level 23. Alright, let's see. I mean, all the other items that we found have been kind of separate from each other. We found the Revival Herb in here, so I highly doubt the fourth item that we're looking for will be here. But at least something might be in here that we might find or be able to use or sell. No, actually, I won't. Yes. Oh, I can't go out that way. I'm trying to go out that way. I go out this way. Alright, moving on. Okay, we can't fit through here. And there's no other way to get up there, so I will have to hop off and go up there. Max revive. That is actually very useful, max revive. So we'll get back here on the Stoutland, and we will keep searching. Yeah, like I said, all 4 of these items tend to be pretty spread out, so let's see what this says. Oh! Is it a miracle seed that we're supposed to find? Because that sign was talking about seed. I think it is a miracle seed that we're supposed to find. So, yeah, that makes sense. What's this? An X attack. Okay. Well, we found an X defense, an X special attack, and now an X attack. So, yeah. Looks like once we get them a champ shove, we'll be able to come back and move that and explore a little bit more of the Lush Jungle. There's a lot of, like, all these places that we're going to have to, like, come back and explore, like, after we get, like, Machamp Shove and that Sharpedo thing. Like, remember 10 Carat Hill? We can explore more of that. I actually need to go back to Melee Island and explore a little bit there, because now that I know the Lapras paddle, or have Lapras registered, there were some water areas that I could register, and there's some that even have trainers. So I'm gonna have to go back there eventually and battle those trainers. And I want to do it. I don't want to wait too long, because then, like, you know, whenever I battle there, you know, my Pokemon are just gonna, like, wipe the floor with them. They won't get as much experience that way. So I'll probably do that. Like, I'll probably do that actually between islands 2 and 3. Like when I finish Akala Island, but before I, like, get too far with Ula Ula Island. I think that's what it's called, Ula Ula Island. I'll go back and just kind of backtrack and make sure I've gotten everywhere and battled everyone that I can up to that point. Anyway, we found the all the ingredients, so now she's gonna do something with these ingredients. And Lana and Kiawe are back. You remember them. Liana was the captain of the trial at Brooklet Hill. Kiawe was the captain of the trial at Wheeler Volcano Park. So now we are all together, and Mallow is going to make some tasty food with all the ingredients that I found, and then what they brought. Alright, so we use her rocky helmet as, I guess, the bowl, and the fresh water is like the broth, and then we throw all the ingredients in, and then we use a thick club and rare bone to, like, mash it. And you gotta, like, continuously press A, like A. You know, pretend like you're talking to someone and trying to get them to, you know, stop talking. That's what you gotta do, just A. Mash the A button over and over again. I feel like that could get really messy, what we just did. I really like this scene right here. I'm just so oblivious to everything, and this guy is, like, gonna eat me. So this is Lurantis. This is what Fomantis evolves into. Remember, we kept running into little Fomantises here throughout the Lush Jungle. So this is Totem Lurantis, guys. And now its speed has sharply risen. So Lurantis is going to outspeed anything that I bring out against it, which kind of sucks, but, you know, we'll deal with that. So it uses Razor Leaf against Geico, which doesn't do much with it being a fire and a poison type. Razor Leaf only does a quarter of the damage that it would even if it was just neutral. So that's good. So, I'm gonna waste no time and have Geico use Inferno Overdrive on this here Lurantis. And he's still in the green. And it causes his ally Pokemon, which is Cast Form. This battle made me hate cast form. So now he's used the Z move, so Geico and no one else on the team can use the Z move for the rest of the battle. And Lurantis uses Synthesis, which makes me sad. His health is completely restored. I use Dragon Rage, which does 40 damage, still in the green, or 40 HP at least, still in the green, and so that means Lurantis actually has more than 80 HP, so it's going to take more than 2 Dragon Rages to knock it out. Cast form uses Sunny Day, which makes it turn into that little sun thingy. Lurantis uses Synthesis again for the second time. Ember, yeah, that didn't do anything. I'm better off using Dragon Rage. Cast form uses Headbutt. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep using Dragon Rage. Or maybe I'll just switch at this point. Lurantis uses X Scissor, which I believe is kind of like Razor Leaf, not very effective. Especially because he's a fire type, but maybe even so because of the poison typing that there is. Anyway, Geico fainted. If I had been able to get one more Dragon Rage off, I could have knocked out Lurantis, but oh well. So now I send in Hedwig, who can hopefully do some damage here. Lurantis, it's used 2 Synthesis so far. It has 3 left, so it's probably going to use Synthesis here because Lurantis knows that 1 pluck from Hedwig will basically, you know, that'll be it. I used a Revive to restore Geico, which I'm glad I did that because Lurantis just went and used Synthesis anyway. Cast form uses Weather Ball, and because of the sun and its form, it's going to be a fire type move, which is super effective against Hedwig, so that sucks. That actually did a lot of damage. I mean, I know it's a super effective move, but that thing, Hedwig's got 7 levels on it. At this point, I actually regretted not using Pluck, because at least I would have gotten some damage done to Lurantis, and even though Lurantis probably would have just used Synthesis again, that would have at least, you know, been its 4th Synthesis, and it would have only had 1 left, so. Aragog is next, and, yeah. Lurantis is going to use Solar Blade, which is, from my understanding, basically a physical version of Solar Beam. That does a lot of damage. Even though Sunny Day wasn't up, Lurantis, it only took 1 turn to actually do the Solar Blade because of the power herb that it had. Yeah, Bug Bite doesn't do near as much damage as I hoped it would. And yeah, Aragog is more than likely going to faint here. No more power, but it doesn't matter because Sunny Day is in effect, so yeah, critical hit. Yeah, so much for Aragog. Cast Form's Headbutt did nothing because Lurantis' Solar Blade did everything. So now I use Pikachu, who is at a complete disadvantage here. If anything, I'm just going to try to use him to slow down Lurantis and maybe do a little bit of damage to Cast Form. That is, if Pikachu can actually take this Solar Blade. Which he does. And apparently Lurantis has Leaf Guard, which makes Thunder Wave useless, so that was perfect. The plan was to use Thunder Wave to paralyze Lurantis, just to slow it down, but yeah, that apparently didn't work. Stupid Leaf Guard. Alright, so now I send in Bouncy. Bouncy is basically here as a distraction. while I try to heal up my other Pokemon. Lurantis Solar Blade shouldn't be able to do too much damage to Bouncy. That Cast Form, on the other hand, one move from that Cast Form is gonna knock Bouncy out. So basically that was just enough for me to heal up one Pokemon, and that's it. And it's actually called a Steenie, not Bouncy. Bouncy is the nickname. But yeah, it's called a Steenie. And don't get all excited like, ooh, it's got a nickname, it's gonna be on his team. No, he came to me that way. I traded, what did I trade? A Lillipup. The Pokemon Center on Route 5, I believe is where it was. There's a guy in there who will trade a Bounce Suite for a Lillipup. The Bounce Suite's at level 16. So, yeah. That's why I have the Bouncy, because he evolves into its final evolution of Serena at level 28. So, I feel like that's something that if I spend a little bit of time on, he can evolve. Used Synthesis right there. I believe that was its 5th one, if I'm not mistaken. The Sunny Day ended up going away, so Cast Form is now back to its normal form. Serena's Solar Blade will now take 2 moves to power up. I literally just sent in Magikarp to like take a hit so that when I did send in Hedwig, it wouldn't be like the switch out wouldn't be wasted on a turn. It would actually be like legit. Lurantis uses X Scissor, which is going to be neutral against Hedwig. Hedwig will use Pluck. Yeah, it's going to be 3 Plucks either way. Uses Sunny Day again. That Sunny Day is killing me, I swear. It's not even the Lurantis that's like taking out my team. It's the Cast Form. I know Hedwig can outspeed the Cast Form, so hopefully Hedwig can get another attack in before Cast Form takes me out. There we go. Cast Form uses Weather Ball. Of course. Bye-bye, Hedwig. Okay, I think the only one I have left then is Geico. Unless I healed someone else. But yeah, I think the only one I have left now is Geico. Maybe Aragog? Did I heal Aragog? No. Just Geico, and he has 10 HP. I don't really know if there's a point. I'll use Max Revive on Hedwig. Not very effective, but it's enough to knock out Geico. This would be a really great time for Sunny Day to stop working, as I'm fixing to send in Hedwig. One more Pluck. On Lurantis. Oh my god! Ugh. I thought he had used up all the synthesis, but apparently not. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. And Weather Ball is gonna do all this damage. I mean, I could just keep healing Hedwig over and over again, but I mean, that's not gonna. That's not gonna work. Yeah. Okay then. So yeah, we lost. We lost Mallow's trial. Makes me sad, not gonna lie. Makes me really sad. And also it makes me realize that this game is actually a little bit harder, because with X and Y, I made the comment early in this Let's Play about how early you get the XP share, and that, oh, I might end up turning it off if, you know, the game gets too, you know, out of hand. But no, I'm not going to turn that off. I remember in X and Y, I did turn it off for a little bit because my Pokemon were just getting, like, so much higher level than, you know, other Pokemon that I would battle in trainers. The Elite Four was basically like a pushover in that game because of how high a level my Pokemon got thanks to that experience share. But so I remember thinking, like, in this game, well, maybe I'll have to turn it off. But no, I mean, I need that experience share. And like I said, I have played up to video 34 at this point. So you will actually see I'll struggle in a few battles that I have between now and that video. And if the struggle continues, I may end up actually having to, like, do some off-screen training, even though I really don't like doing that in like games like this. I mean, I did it with Bloody Platinum and Expert Emerald, but those games were hard. But those games were, like, designed to be hard like that. I really wouldn't want to do that though with, like I said, just a normal game like this. But, you know, if I have to do it, I'll do it. Anyway, I at least want to try and, like, get my Pokemon all evolved before I do that, because I don't want them to evolve, like, off screen. Anyway, I'm here at the Festival Plaza. If you guys remember, a few videos ago, I deposited that Haunter into the GTS. I had been carrying this Haunter around with me ever since I caught a Ghastly at the Howley Cemetery. I had been carrying it with me. It evolved into Haunter, and then once Machop evolved into Machoke, I went here to the GTS to try and, you know, trade both of them. I was able to trade the Machoke with someone else who had deposited a Machoke and was asking for one to evolve him into Machamp, but no one had deposited a Haunter asking for another one, so I deposited mine asking for a Haunter, and this person took me up on that trade and sent me their Haunter, who is now evolved into a Gengar. And it kind of works out because this, I don't know if you saw, but this Gengar is at level 28, which is pretty much in line with the rest of my team. So I'm going to use this Gengar when I take on Mallow's Trial again. Stupid software upgrade. I swear that thing must pop up in, like, every single video. But yeah, I'm gonna use this Gengar, and the big reason for me wanting to use this Gengar, well, actually there's a couple reasons. One, it's a third evolution, so it's a strong Pokemon. It's a strong Pokemon in general, and as you can see, it knows Hypnosis. So I'm gonna try and put that Lurantis to sleep before it can summon anything, and just see if I can, you know, just be done with it, you know, right then and there. So Gengar is wanting to learn Shadow Punch and Payback. I mean, they're alright moves, I guess. But for someone like Gengar, who's, like, again, I look at the stats. Special attack is so much higher than regular attack. I don't even know if those moves are really worth knowing, but at this point, the only moves that he's really learning are physical moves. So might as well just go ahead and teach him at least the best physical moves he can know right now. I don't think I have the TM for Shadow Ball. I really should have checked to see if I had the TM for Shadow Ball, or at least some good special ghost type move, or just some special move in general. Even like a special poison type move, because he is a poison type as well. Special poison type move would come in handy on this trial. I should have done that, but instead I just stuck with the moveset he had. Anyway, we are leaving the festival plaza back here at the Pokemon Center, and yeah. Next video, we will be taking on Mallow's trial again with this Gengar that we just got back. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. We'll see what happens next time. Bye.